Hello, everyone. Welcome to StreamGuard TV. It's my brand new channel dedicated for the end user. All right. The end user is the one I care about. This is why I'm here because you are the one who needs help hardening your networks. You are the one who are getting these crazy emails and these crazy phone calls. You may not know who to believe. You're seeing all these videos on Facebook and TikTok. Some are real, some are AI. You're having a hard time distinguishing the two. This is what this channel is for. And also for new IT students like myself who need help. Come here, man. Let's all have this. We need a place we could come together. We need a place we could come together and learn together and spit our frustrations out together, because trust me, if you're just getting into IT, you know that it's not easy. It's not easy. The ads don't make it look as hard as it is. And this is what I want my first channel to be about. So if you're looking into getting into IT, here are the top 10 things that you need to do and you need to understand about getting into IT. All right. Coming in at number one, do your research on whatever boot camp that you're going through. You want to do your research, do your Googles. You want to research these institutions and these people who are selling you these programs, because that's exactly what they're doing. Even the most prominent schools, they are selling you something. All right. They need money. Just like any other service in this world, it costs money. So you want to be sure that you are sending your money to a credible source, to a credible institution somewhere where when you go and you graduate and you get these certifications, that this institution matters and these credits matter for your career. All right. I enrolled into MyCC. It's been great. I've heard of a lot of other places, a lot of other institutions and boot camps to go through. So I implore you to do your research. Do not just watch an ad. Sign up for that institute, and then next thing you know, you're in somebody's backyard trying to break into MacBooks or something. I don't know, man. So that's number one. Do your research. Coming in at the number two spot. Whenever you're going into IT, man, you need to again do research, but not only on the institutions. You need to do research on the certifications that you need to be chasing. And what I mean by that is you need to search the job market, look into applications and people who are hiring IT and see what they are requiring. Look for the certifications that they are requiring, that they would rather their employees to have. Things like the A plus, CompTIA A plus, things like Azure 900, AI 900, Linux, Network Plus, Security Plus. All of these things, all of these certifications are basically the groundwork for breaking into IT. And there is an entire map of IT certifications that you can follow for specific jobs. And I will be posting that here. So just stay tuned. Number three is very important, people. Number three is very important, people. If you're looking to get into IT, it's probably out of frustration, or you just want to change careers. You want to change your job. It's not just changing careers. It's not just changing your job. It is literally changing your life. You have to, whatever bad habits you have, you need to get rid of. Anything that's going to get in the way of keeping your mind sharp and staying focused. IT is your life now. Instead of seeing the latest TikTok dance, you need to be looking into strictly IT, man. Everything about you just needs to be IT. You need to be IT when you sleep. You need to be IT when you eat. You need to be IT when you're studying. And you still do need to get some rest and take some time, but that's gonna come later. You're gonna get plenty of time to rest, but you are trying to change your life right now, man. So you have to really dig in. You cannot slack like we used to slack. You cannot be content like we used to be content, because I'm going to tell you, man, a information technology is a skill-based career, meaning you will never stop learning. Meaning, if you do stop learning, you're going to stop progressing. You're going to always have to find new steps and new ways and new innovative ways to stop cyber attacks, because people who are doing cyber attacks, they are always finding new ways to do cyber attacks. So you need to understand that you're never going to stop reading books. You're never going to stop researching. You're never going to stop watching tons of videos. So if that is something that that gets under your skin, man, I'm sorry to say this is probably not the career for you. People who are really into this, we love it. I didn't know how much I was going to love IT. Once I start doing it, this bad boy right here has just been collecting dust. I promise you, all I'm doing is I'm right here in front of my computer screen, practicing whatever skills I need to get into this job market. All right, at number 4, when you do get into these boot camps, all right, they are already going to have your classwork laid out for you, okay, and the things that you need to do. Not only do you need to do those things, but you also need to outsource, and you need to hear it. All of this information, you need to hear it from another horse's mouth. And I mean, again, this is research. IT, it's almost like everything I say is going to come down to research. You are going to have to research your research. You're going to have to research the people you're getting your research from. Okay? And you want to do that. You don't just want to hear this information coming from one institution, okay? Because it kind of kills your motivation. It makes you feel like you're not learning anything almost, because you're not hearing someone else say the same thing in a different way. And that helps you learn when you hear it from, one or two different people. Now I implore you, don't try to listen to everyone. I would say listen to your school and maybe one other source for that course. I think you will be fine if you do that. But once you start going to 3 or 4 different people, man, it can start to get confusing. So you definitely want to, outsource your studying, or the information that you're using to study. You want to outsource these things and get it from a credible source. And people, like anyone who's getting into IT, everybody knows about Professor Messer. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT, Professor Messer. Everybody who's going into trying to get an A+ certification, you have watched his video. And if you haven't watched his video, you need to go watch all of his videos. And that is the type of stuff that you need outside of your institute, just to kind of burn that information in, because it is a lot of information and you need to hear it from a different person. Number 5, all right, this may sound underrated. Make a comfortable working environment for yourself. And what I mean by that is, you don't have to buy thousands of dollars worth of equipment. However, getting into IT is not a poor man's thing, I'm sorry to say. There are ways to get cheap gear, but don't be mad about getting cheap gear. All right. But you need to have a comfortable environment. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have one computer and one computer screen. All right. One computer screen in IT, you have no idea how frustrating that is until you get another screen. Once you get another screen, you will see how frustrated you have been your entire life just using one screen, and getting another screen, and possibly another screen, and possibly another screen. This is a reason for this. Okay, it's a reason for this, so you don't have to keep going from page to page. You're exiting out of this page, and you don't remember where you went on that page. You new to this computer stuff anyway, man. So make it easier for yourself. Just get a different, get a. It could be a television that takes in some type of internet connection, or can that you can hook up to your laptop or to your PC. But you need at least, in my opinion, you need two screens. You need a keyboard. You definitely need a mouse. Okay, these are the top things you need. And another thing you need is a good chair. This chair is not that good. It hurts my buns. I sit in this chair probably 10 hours a day, and it's on fire. But again, I have to do what I had to do. And my environment is pretty much, comfortable. I can look over here and see my Hot Wheels. I don't really have to worry about, you know, being being uncomfortable while I'm trying to learn. You need to be as comfortable as possible when you're learning, because this was my game room. You see, I got the PlayStation right there. This was my game room, man, but it's not my game room anymore. All right, it's my workstation. So my workstation needs to be as comfortable as possible. I'm isolated in my own room. I'm close to my modem and my router. If anything happens, I'm right here. All right. I have my whiteboard up here for my notes. You need to get these things if you're serious about getting into IT. Let me show you something. This is what it looks like getting into IT. This is just the stuff I've written down, right? These are flashcards, okay? On got Apache. I think this was from Linux when I was in Linux. This is what IT looks like, okay? This is what it looks like. It's not easy. Therefore, make yourself as comfortable as possible, man. Why strain yourself even more? All right? Coming in at number 6, like I just showed y'all, active learning. All right? Flashcards. You're not just going to read and watch videos and understand all of this stuff. It's impossible. My first day in class, and I've always been into tech, but my first day in class, I'm like, huh? What? You're not going to retain this information just by reading and watching videos. You have to do active learning. You're going to have to. Whatever you can do to make you remember this information. This is an accelerated course, man. You need to burn this stuff into your brain. And the best way to do that is the most boring way to do that. Flashcards, man. Flashcards. And yes, I have recognized all of these. This is just one stack of flashcards. I have more flashcards than this. I have remembered all of these flashcards. And guess what? This ain't even all of them. This not all of them. This is not all of them. So, active learning. Notes. The same notes that I have in class, I've written them down. Because I want to burn that information into my brain. That's the best way to burn this information in your brain, is to write it down, and some other key points within the course. You want to make yourself remember it. It's like making an anchor, and your flashcards are like your anchor, and then everything else you hear, it kind of links to those flashcards. That's kind of how you have to structure this thing. So active learning is very, very important when you're breaking into IT, because it's something that you're never going to stop doing into IT. If you're tired of, if you think you're going to be tired of learning, man, just stop now. Just stop now. It's not for you. It's not for you. Okay? We are going to be learning for the rest of our lives anyway. So why not? Why not be in a field where you're helping people and you're getting paid to do so? Okay, so instead of learning how to do something you don't want to do and you have to do it anyway, Learn how to do something that you want to do and just pull yourself into it. And that's why I say, man, active learning is the best method to learning IT. At the number 7 spot, again, we talked about watching videos for your course. All right, look, you want to watch the same video multiple times. All right, you can't just watch a video one time and think you're gonna get it. All right, watch the videos multiple times. And I know a lot of these courses, I know with my course, there's tons of videos, and no, that's what everyone dreads is watching the videos. People would rather read than to sit there and watch your video. But guess what, man? You need to get that information visually burned into your brain. So watch the videos over and over. The more you watch the videos, you're watching the videos, you're doing active learning, you're writing all of the notes down, you're going to hear this information over and over and over, and you're going to see it over and over and over. This is active learning. This is the part of changing your life that I was talking about, man. It's not just going to school and doing homework and then you go to bed at night, man. You have to drive this stuff in your brain and make it stay there. Okay? People are going to call you insane for the way you're changing your life. My wife hasn't seen me in months, and she's right there in the other room. All right? Because I have changed my entire life. I don't do any of the things that I used to do. All right? I'm learning all the time. So these videos, when I'm at work, I'm watching the videos. When I'm driving, I'm listening to the videos. All right. When I'm in the bathroom, I got the videos on. I am IT. I'm trying to pass, man. I want them certs. I need them certs. So whatever I gotta do to get these certifications, man, which is watching the video over and over and over again, that's what I'm gonna do. So I implore y'all to do the same thing. Watch your school videos, do your outsourcing, and watch those Professor Messer videos. You'll be in the game, baby. Trust me. Coming in at number 8. This is very important, man. You are in an accelerated course more than likely. All right? It's an accelerated course. This means that you are trying to learn tons of information in a short frame of time. And I can tell you, like with the school that I attend, the best thing for you to do is to do all of your assignments as quickly as possible. Okay, you're going to go from A to Z real fast. That's what you want to do. If you're not retaining the knowledge, so what? You want to get a good grade first. You want to get that out the way, and the quickest that you get that out the way, then you have the rest of that time in the course to really drive that knowledge in. I implore you, do not try to stay on schedule in your classes. Ahead of schedule is key. That is key. Go ahead and do the work. If you're going to just wait until Wednesday to do Wednesday's assignment, you are going to be behind. You are going to be behind. The difference maker between people who get their certifications and people who don't get their certifications are people who finish their work first. Okay? Finish your work first. You have no idea. They literally have to tell adults, man, to finish their assignments. And I know it's because, people have things to do, man. People have jobs, their mortgages are due, their daughter is sick. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. But again, man, we are changing our lives here. So, you have to make a decision. So again, I kind of got off subject, but compartmentalize your studies, man. That's what number 8 is. Compartmentalize your studies. You want to, after you get done doing all of your work, that's when you go and say, for instance, you're working in Network Plus. You want to focus on that OSI model for a good 3 or 4 days. You want to, well, I say about 2 or 3 days. You want to focus on OSI model for about 2 days, then move on to another subject that's going to keep bringing you back to the OSI model. You want to compartmentalize your studying. You want to do it to where you're studying something during the day, and then when you go home at night, you can read about or look at a video on the same thing. Try to stay on the same subject that day, and that will help you, retain that information and bring it in. And then the next day, you do switch subjects. However, you just touch back on the subject that you just studied all day on. This helps. This helps you get through this accelerated course and learning all of this information. So please remember, guys, compartmentalize your studying. Number nine, this is underrated. Number nine is underrated. Get some sleep. Did you not just hear all the grinding I said that you're going to have to do? Get some sleep. Make sure you get good sleep. Okay? You have these shows that you love binge watching. And when you get done, studying IT, you're like, man, I can get another hour in and gotta watch my show. Listen. You're not missing anything, man. And I'm like that. I get it. I get it. You're not missing anything, man. Get some sleep, because scientifically proven that sleep helps that information stay retained into your brain. Can you imagine doing all of that studying just to go to sleep late and wake up early and forget everything? That sucks, man. So make sure you get good sleep. Make sure you're getting a good diet, because believe it or not, these things help. I had no idea how much these things help. But when I fixed my diet, made sure I had a good sleeping time, it was literally, I felt like the guy in Limitless. It was like, wow, I remember things. So yes, make sure y'all get some good sleep. Make sure you're getting a good diet. And coming up at the number 10 spot, I'm talking to myself here. All right? So I want y'all to listen to me talk to myself here. Don't wait until you graduate to look for a job. You do not have to wait until you finish your course to look for a job. Go ahead, work on your resume, look up these places to apply for. Don't be afraid of their requirements. Let them know that you are pursuing IT certifications. And I'm telling you, man, that stuff holds weight. So I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself when I tell you, don't wait until you're done with your course to get a job. Just go ahead and start looking for one. Okay? All right, so those are the top 10 things that, in my opinion, you need to know about before you get into IT, man. I know these videos do not explain everything in depth to you. They don't have the time really to explain everything in depth to you. And really, from a hustler standpoint, it really goes against the grain to tell you all of these things, because I'm trying to sell you something. So even if I get, a month or two about you, I made my money. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to understand, man, take advantage of people before they take advantage of you. You scratch their back, they scratch yours. You owe them a lot of money, but you end up having some IT certifications, and you can start pursuing your IT career. So there will be more from Stream Guard TV. I really do enjoy y'all taking your time out. There will be lots of videos coming back. Lots of videos, man. We're gonna have fun. This is going to be your future platform for IT. See y'all.